Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I have a few different things I want to talk about in this video. We have some more news with Jeff, but first, before we get to that, I want to talk about Luke. So Luke was the one who was dating Tracie before she tragically passed away, and he was the father of the daughter that she gave birth to a week before she passed away. Well, now Luke is messaging all Tracie's fans and trying to get money out of them. And Tracie and Luke's daughter was put up for a closed adoption and is with a family in California. So Luke is unable to see his daughter, but he's claiming a different story to these people he's messaging. So shout out to one of my subscribers for sending me these screenshots. And I have multiple screenshots from different people. But he messaged her and said, "Hello, how are you doing?" She said, "Is this Luke?" "Yes." "Tracie's boyfriend. How you been holding up?" And this was on November 2nd, so this was about a week ago. And Luke responded and said, "I'm doing good, try my best to stay safe and healthy, can't complain, thanks." She said, "That's good, have you been able to see your baby at all?" Luke said, "Well, right now, as it stands, I'm going to be getting kicked out of my place on Friday, but that's really all I'm mainly concerned about, because I ain't trying to be on the streets again, but mentally, I'm good." She said, "That sucks, I've been there in the past." He said, "Yes, I do need help right now, but I'm good. You might be mad at me, but it's fine." She says, "I have no idea why you think I'd be mad. I only knew of you via Tracie, and I would watch interviews. Never interacted with really anyone." And Luke responded, "Okay, I really needs more help. No one is trying to help me. I was told adopt my daughter, but I don't want to do that. I have no choice. I passed through a lot. I don't want her to see the same. Just don't know if I could also tell you this, please. Don't be mad at me, okay?" And she said, when it comes to children, you have to think of what their best interest is. As tough as it may be for us parents, it's truly what's best for the child. And Luke said, "Yes, I want her to be with me and take good care of her, but I can't afford to. That's why you see I'm not good. No one can help me. Don't know if I am tell you this. You can still help me a little." She responded, "My husband raised my oldest as if she was his very own. Her father wanted nothing to do with her. Her life turned around wonderful because he wasn't in it to tarnish her." And Luke says, "Yes, he does when he has some money, but I don't. I'm trying to get a new music release at a friend's studio soon. I wish to be having mine, and he told me to get $1,500 right now. I sent him only $500. I need your help with any amount. I'm sure it's help. I'm going to be grateful and really appreciate. I don't know if you can help me with any amount. You can help me to send it to his Zelle, any amount. I just don't want my daughter to be adopted. If I have some money out of that music, she's not going to be adopted, but she's already been adopted out, and it's a closed adoption. She's with her family in California." So he's lying about that. She responded, "Yeah, I'm currently maxed out. My husband is going through cancer treatments, and we just lost his father to COVID a few months back to COVID and had to pay out of pocket for services. We also have 3 children, and I do not have the funds." And he just said, "Okay, thanks." He didn't show any empathy towards her situation. And after she said she didn't have the funds and everything she was going through, he messaged her again and said, "Hello." She said, "What? I really need help. I want to get my own studio soon. Can you please help?" And she said, "No, because you're all over IG begging for money." And we have other screenshots we're going to get to here in a minute. "You don't have any connection to your child. Case is closed. I have a husband dying from cancer and 3 children to care for. Also, Lindsay bought you a plane ticket to Florida, which you ghosted her as well." And this Lindsay girl, she was friends with Tracie, and she had a thing for Luke, and she paid for a plane ticket to fly him all the way to Florida, and he ghosted her. So he said, "Please don't listen to them. All I really need help in getting my own studio." She said, "Well, you made it all over Facebook asking many people for money. You know, once adoption is finalized, it's impossible to get the child back. You need to prove by stability in housing and employment for years before a child would ever be considered to return. In this case, the adoption was final, and since you were incarcerated all the time and not married, your name wouldn't go on any documents unless notarized by a notary public. I'd suggest therapy, a job, and bettering for yourself so when this child is 18 and decides she may want to see you, that you be able to show her you changed." And Luke said, "Yes, I know I do. Really wants to get a job. I've been trying to get, but no, I relocated to my mom in Virginia. Still looking for a job here, too. I don't know if you can still help with any amounts. After she told him multiple times. So he said again, please don't listen to them. All I really need help in getting my own studio. I wish you could help. And she said, listen, the music sucks. You've had ample time to get your ish together before this child was born. And you know what? I agree with her. He came out with a song when Tracie passed away, and it just was not good. All the rap studios and auto-tune in the world, I don't think is going to make this man $1 in the music industry. It seems like a lot of people who don't have musical talent, that's the thing they try to go for, is being a rapper. So Luke responded, yes, I really know I need a help. Can you please help me? She said, what part don't you understand? My husband is effing dying of cancer. How inconsiderate of you to go around begging for money for your drug issues. Can't even spell Tracie's name properly. The world knows you have no ability to attain your child. One good thing is Tracie gave her a chance at life, because I could never imagine you raising a child when you don't even have a job. Wake up, sir. And then finally he showed a little bit of empathy towards her situation, said, I pray he feels good and stays healthy. And multiple other people have came forward on Facebook, on Instagram, and showed screenshots of Luke doing the same thing to them. Luke messaged this girl, said, hello, how are you doing? What's up? And she quickly blocked him, and someone else posted screenshots of him saying, with the same excuses he used with Tracie, the first girl who sent me the screenshots. He said, hello, how are you doing? They said, I'm good, how are you? He says, I'm doing good, trying my best to stay safe and healthy, can't complain, thanks. Really need some help, but don't know if you can help me out. I don't mind telling you what's going on with me now. And she said, what's going on? Hope everything's okay. He said, well, right now, as it stands, I'm going to be getting kicked out of my place on Friday. But that's really all I'm mainly concerned about, because I ain't trying to be on the streets again. But mentally, I'm passing through a lot. I'm trying to adopt my daughter, but I don't want to. But I have no choice. I don't want her to be passing through what I'm facing and need a little help. And this person also blocked Luke. I also saw some screenshots between him and another girl, but I couldn't find the screenshots when I was making this video. And he was asking this girl for money, and he was using the excuse to rent a rap studio. And this girl said she didn't have any money, and he said, you don't even have a little? Can you at least send me some change? And she said, I might have a quarter, but it's going to cost me more to send you that than it is to actually, it's going to cost me more than you're actually going to get. So it wouldn't be worth it. So I don't know. Like, I really was hoping that Tracie's passing and him losing his daughter would be a wake-up call for him. But it just seems like he's choosing to go backwards instead of forward. And he's talking about getting kicked out of his place. But he told this other girl in the screenshots that I was showing that he just moved to West Virginia or Virginia to be with his mom. So it doesn't really make much sense. This little rap career that he's been trying to do hasn't benefited him whatsoever. So I think he needs to throw that dream out the window and get a real job and grow up. But it's just really sad. Like, I feel like all this traumatic events he's been through in the past year hasn't woke him up. I don't know what will at this point. But let me know what you guys think about all that. For our next story, it looks like Jeff is trying to get with Rachel now. He tagged her in a Facebook post and said, you're a beautiful young lady. And I just want to say thank you for being a friend like you have. You've been through a lot just like everybody else. But for some reason, not many come out with a beautiful smile on that cute little face like you. You're awesome and should be loved and treated just the same. And someone else sent me some receipts of Jeff trying to spit some game. He messages her and says, how are you, pretty girl? And I'm not going to lie, when I read that like how Michael that was with Sarah, says, hey, pretty girl, to his daughters. How are you, pretty girl? I'm good. How are you? He said, good. Happy to meet you. Why are you on this site for? Like, asking her why she's on Facebook, like everybody and their mama don't have a Facebook nowadays. It's obvious and pretty clear what Jeffy Boy's on Facebook for and what he uses the site for. But she says, it's Facebook. I met my husband on here and keep up with family that's out of state. He said, you guys still together? She says, we are, been together almost 7 years and married for 4. And he says, happily, or do you play? And she said, extremely happily taken. And Jeff just said, awesome. I just thought that was funny. I had to share that with you guys. But that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about everything in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.